Hello and welcome to another Red9 demo. Today, as promised, we're going to kind of loop back round into some of the earlier tools that are in the StudioPack. Go a little bit through what StudioPack is, just so for people to be more aware of what the difference between StudioPack and ProPack is. And we're going to hopefully go through tools one by one. Not today, but I'm going to try and drip feed these through. The main reason is that I see an awful lot of posts from TDs out there doing these nice little tools. And an awful lot of them I look at and I go, well, that's been in StudioPack for 10 years. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of just how deep StudioPack goes. So first of all, StudioPack is on the Autodesk Exchange website. If you go into Maya and you go Help and you come into wherever it is, Autodesk Exchange apps, that will take you to the Exchange apps, and lo and behold, we're one of the most popular on there, which is great. Thanks for everybody to support it. I'm aware that build is old. It's probably a year old and it needs to be updated. We are working on that at the moment. There's some issues with 2020, so just bear with us on that. It will get updated. The other way of doing it is you can get it through GitHub. If you just go onto GitHub and you go Red9, you'll get taken to this repository. All the code is up there. You can download the zip and use that build instead. You'll see this is only 2 months old, some of these repositories. So we do keep, in fact, that one there, core was updated 9 days ago. So it's kept up to date of the GitHub version of it. And then the other thing is an awful lot of tools on here, and lots of the demos that we've done of the tools. The first one I've got logged on Vimeo is 9 years ago. So there's a lot of history that's in the tool set, which is great because it makes it stable, but also means that these, some of these videos are lacking. So hence we're going to go back through them. So let's go through Scene Reviewer. Scene Reviewer is just down here and we're going to open it up. Okay. The purpose of Scene Reviewer is just that. It is a way of being able to put notes to yourself, to other people opening this file, and have a tracked version history that is inside the Maya file itself. So it's not reliant on Perforce or comments to SVN or wherever. It's within the Maya file itself. So let's make a cube. We'll have a file. Now then, let's pretend I'm the modeler and I've come in here, or I'm the TD and I've just received this file from the modelers, and I want to say this is 2.2. Okay. Now then, before we comment that, let's save the file. File, save as, change. No, delete me. Save that as delete me. Okay. Let's close that off and just reopen this because I want that file name in it. Okay, so you'll see we have the comment, we have the file name, we have the author, which is me, or this machine I should say, and we have the date that I made this comment. Okay. Now then, it's important to note that these are tracked conversations, and the idea is that you track a conversation between yourself and other people. So it's not just yourself or OneNote, you can track these things. So we have the comment section, we have the history section, which we'll get to, and we have an active review and a disabled review. At the moment, this review is disabled, so we have to activate it. Okay. Close that down, file, save the scene, file new. I'm just going to change that to 30 because otherwise we're going to get an issue. File open, and we'll open delete me. Okay, go away. And you'll notice that this has popped back up. Now the UI pops up, and the reason it does that is because when you hit the activate, it makes a script node that just triggers when the file is reopened. That's all that there is in there. So if you're catching script nodes, that's one to be aware of. But like I say, this is a track conversation. So because I'm Red9, I can edit this thread that I put in there. I'm allowed to edit this cell because it knows that I commented it, therefore this is still my comment. Okay. If I hadn't have commented that, if I open one called Franco, for example, if I open that one, there we go, open Franco, click save. You'll notice that it says here author is Franco, not me, okay? And that means that this is disabled. I can't edit this comment, okay? Because Franco made it, therefore it's not for me to edit it. But what I can do is I can go, okay, well, I want to add a new comment, which is mine, and I'm gonna go, okay, thanks, whatever he said. This is a cube, don't mess with it. Fantastic. Okay, thanks, that's my comment, okay? And we'll just save the file off, file save. Now then, something else that's very nice about it is if we save the scene as, and we'll call it change because I've changed the name of the scene. Okay, yep, change, and we come back into this thing. You notice we still have the history of the fact that it came from a file called delete me. Okay, and if I now comment that to Franco and I say okay, you'll notice that the scene name is now Franco because that was the name that the comment was made on. But if I do another one, okay, and I do that, you see the CNAME is now changed. Okay, so it's tracking the file name, who made it, who commented it, how we commented it, and all the data that's in there. There is a couple of new ones. There's a new Vimeo file which will actually point to this video when it's done. And one thing we didn't have was a delete, which just deletes all the histories and all the systems from it, which wasn't ever in there. And that's about it really. I can disable the review. The data will stay in there. It just won't pop the UI up because it basically deletes that script node. And for the TDs out there, the data itself is stored very simply on the time node, and we store it on the time node for a very good reason, because it's one of the few nodes in there that A is managed, B there is only ever a single one of them, and C, when you merge the files together, if you import another file, you only ever have one time node. So it's a nice, easy place to put this data onto it, and there's some management code that goes in there when we merge files, etc. But that's about it really. As I say, I want to do these short and sharp, so people can just have a quick coffee, go, I didn't realise that was there, go away and do it. Okay, thanks for watching. The next ones I think we'll probably go through are some of the time management systems, because these are really, really crucial for animators, and again, probably something that people aren't aware of. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.